Hey guys, it's me, Veralyn. So I've kind of wanted to do this topic for a long time, but I've hesitated because it's kind of a touchy subject for a lot of women. What subject am I talking about? Street hollers, aka getting hit on by strangers in public. Have you ever picked up a girl in the street? Let's start with that question.
I have. And it's funny because you never know how the person's going to react. But basically, you say, hey, how are you?
No, I haven't. I'm like afraid of that.
In Boston, I walked by somebody and like they seriously said to me like, I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. Like they literally said that line.
Who says that?
It was a college student for sure. And it was hilarious. And like there's no way that I'm gonna be like, wait a minute, let's hang out. Like you like watching me go, like you like watching my ass? Like awesome, let's date.
My definition of a good street holler is, saying, oh, you look beautiful today. I don't mind that. Thank you. I'll say thank you. I'll respond to that.
And what's a bad one?
Yo, ma, or oh, dag, look at her, or something crazy. I hate that. I mean, and that's typically the most common one.
I don't know if it's right to want to talk to someone just because they look good. Like, I don't know if this is something about the way I was raised or even just having grown up a little bit, like you're saying. Like, there's way more to relating to someone than how they look.
I'm not even gonna lie, there have been times where I've walked past a guy and he didn't say anything and I'm like, there's something wrong with him. If he didn't say anything to me, then he must be crazy. But because it's so common that if I know I look good and a guy doesn't say anything, maybe he's weird. Or maybe he's just like a normal guy. I don't know.
Nicole just described my entire adolescent experience. In fact, around age 15, 16, if the whole day went by without a guy trying to talk to me on the street, I would question everything from my hair to my outfit to my booty. And really, it wasn't until I got to college and began taking women history classes that the whole concept of street hollers being street harassment even entered my frame of mind. And of course, sometimes these encounters in the street go way past just harassment.
My friend was walking to the community garden to throw out some compost, and all very interesting subjects. But so she was walking to the community garden, and there's a homeless shelter right near there. And this guy in like a dirty coat or whatever it is, like sort of follows her into the community garden, and she didn't expect this. And so she turned around and she's like, "Get out of here!" And he like takes his pants down and starts like exposing himself to her and masturbating. And she's like, "Get the fuck out of here," and he does. I mean, he leaves. Like, she's so irate, though. And when she tells the story, she's just, like, she goes to this place of, like, such intense anger and, like, but it's anger brought on by fear and anger brought on by this, like, really intense threat. And that's the sort of stuff that I think about. But that's not what I think a street holler that you're describing. I think what you're describing is more like, hey, baby.
That is what I'm talking about. But not everyone can or chooses to make that distinction. There are women that no matter how nice you are, point blank, they don't want to be hollered at in the street.
I totally respect that reaction from women. I don't think that there's anything flawed about that feeling. And I think that like it certainly is a display of something about our society that is sort of caveman-esque. Like I think that it's an unevolved scenario that exists in our world.
There's a difference between being polite and telling someone that they're beautiful or saying good morning or good afternoon and actually harassing someone and calling them a derogatory term or commenting on somebody's body as they walk past. Like, I think that's really rude. I think that's harassment. And unfortunately, both of them occur often.
Maybe the offensive interactions are what they're trying to ward off, but if you just cut off everybody, then, I mean, you're going to walk around the street with a hard face and mean mugging.
A lot of women do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think I can understand that, too, because if you're a very attractive woman, you get approached multiple times a day, you just want to go about your business, then, you might be,
over it.
Yeah. So, but I hope women don't do that. Because what happens when I want to talk to you, you know?
As a woman who to this day is a sucker for a compliment, I would be very sad if I never heard the words, "You looking good today, girl," as I walk down 125th Street in Harlem. But, of course, what's welcomed attention for you might be different.